All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about two tools that you've probably heard of, maybe even been a little intimidated by, Git and GitHub. We're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how they transform total project chaos into, well, beautiful collaboration. Let's do this. So first, we have to talk about a problem that every single one of us, and I mean everyone, has run into. It doesn't matter if you're a developer, a designer, or a student. I like to call it the final version problem. You know the feeling, right? That little spike of adrenaline when you're about to hit save on a big project, and you just get this wave of panic, thinking, am I about to overwrite hours of work? Is this the right version? Yeah, that feeling. And that panic leads to, well, this beautiful mess. A folder just jammed with a dozen different files, all screaming that they're the real final version. It's confusing, it's sloppy, and honestly, if you're trying to work with other people, it's a complete nightmare waiting to happen. This is the chaos we need to fix. So, what's the solution? It's something called a version control system, or a VCS. Just think of it like a time machine for your project. Seriously, it's a system that keeps a perfect record of every single change you ever make. And the cool part about systems like Git is that they're distributed, which is a fancy way of saying everyone on the team gets their own full copy of the project's history. You can literally rewind time, see who changed what and when, and work together without constantly overwriting each other's work. So let's meet the two heroes that solve this problem for basically the entire tech industry, Git and GitHub. Now, people say their names together all the time, but it's super important to know they are not the same thing at all. First up, we have Git. Git is the actual software. It's the version control system itself, and it was created back in 2005 by Linus Torvalds. Yep, the same guy who created Linux. This thing runs right on your computer, locally, tracking your files. It's the powerful engine doing all the hard work behind the scenes. And then there's GitHub. GitHub is a service. It's a website, a cloud platform. It's basically a home on the internet for your Git projects. It's where you store them, share them, and this is the key, collaborate on them with other people. It's the online town square where everyone brings their projects to work together. So if you remember one thing, let it be this. Git is the tool on your computer doing the tracking. GitHub is the website on the internet where you store that project to work with a team. Git is the engine in your car. GitHub is the giant collaborative highway system that connects all the cars. So how does Git actually perform this magic? Well, the secret is this really elegant three-step process for saving your work. And I promise you, understanding this is the big aha moment for pretty much everyone learning Git. Okay, so picture this. First, you have the working directory. That's your messy desk. It's where you're editing files, trying things out, making a mess. Now, when you've made a change you like, you don't save it directly. Instead, you move just that specific change to the staging area. This is the genius part. It's like taking only the finished pages off your messy desk and putting them in a neat little folder. It lets you bundle related changes together. Finally, you take that neat folder of changes and you commit it. You save it permanently into the repository. And that's it. That's the official, permanent history of your project. All right, so we get the concepts. But how does this all come together in a real game plan? You know, how did teams use this to build huge things without creating that file naming chaos we started with? The absolute key to all of this collaboration is a concept called branching. Think of your main project as the stable trunk of a tree. A branch is just a copy of that trunk that you can go and work on. It lets you safely develop a new feature, fix a bug, or just experiment with a crazy idea, all without any risk of breaking the main project. It is the ultimate safety net. And this whole workflow is just beautiful. You start with a main project, you create your own safe branch, and you do all your work there, committing your changes along the way. When you're ready, you push your branch up to GitHub for your team to see. Then, and this is the heart of it all, you open a pull request. It's basically a formal way of saying, hey team, my work on this branch is done. Can you please review it, leave comments, and if it's all good, let's merge it into the main project. It's an organized, transparent, and totally safe way to build things together. Okay, so why does any of this really matter? Because this system, this whole workflow of Git and GitHub, it isn't just some clever tool for programmers. It has completely changed how we build software, and it literally runs the modern world. I mean, just look at this list. The biggest, most powerful tech companies on the planet depend on Git and GitHub every single day. The operating system on your phone, the websites you browse, the apps you use, there's a ridiculously high chance they were all built using this exact system. It's not just standard, it's the standard. When you boil it all down, the real power here is about letting people build amazing things together, no matter where they are. It's the engine that drives the entire open source community, where thousands of developers from all over the world team up to build incredible, free software for all of us. It's a system built on teamwork. So there you have it. We went from the chaos of final v2.doc to the elegant, collaborative system that builds the software that shapes our lives. You know about the local engine, Git, and the global hub, GitHub. So the only real question left is, now that you get it, what are you going to build with it?